All right, something I wanted to talk about today is eccentric overload training and how no one is using it to gain muscle. And I just don't understand why. Now, what everybody's doing is standard training, which is the concentric, eccentric. You know, you got your 3 sets of 10 to 12 at 65%. That's what everybody's been doing since the beginning of time. And what I started implementing into my workouts, to my training, is eccentric overload training. So basically, 100 to 120% of your max on any lift, and you do it for multiple sets and reps. Now, why are you gonna do this? Let me tell you why. In the eccentric portion, your muscles can handle like 20 to 50% more weight than your concentric. Why is nobody utilizing that? That seems like a powerful tool. What is this gonna do? It's gonna create muscle damage, micro tears, and you're gonna get a bunch of satellite cell activation. And it's gonna donate its myonuclei, which is something you need to get past limits, to get past plateaus. There's something called the myonuclear domain size limit. Now everybody knows this. You need to get past that limit to keep growing muscle. How do you get more myonuclei to be donated? You have to damage the muscle through eccentric training. Yes, standard training, you will build muscle, but it's going to be sarcoplasmic hypertrophy rather than myofibrillar hypertrophy, which is the actual contractile tissue. So, sarcoplasmic hypertrophy with standard training, all you're doing is pumping fluid inside the muscle, glycogen. That's why you eat a lot of carbs. Myofibrillar hypertrophy, the actual muscle tissue, the sarcomere, you're actually growing that. That's the difference between the two trainings. What you want is myofibrillar hypertrophy, because it's going to get you stronger, bigger, your muscles more dense. And not everybody understands this. Not everybody understands how to train. Everybody knows the eccentric portion is what builds muscle. That's undisputable. But no one understands how to really utilize eccentric training. It's not through like Mike Israel, fucking 10 pounds going down like 5 seconds, like, oh, because you want to really milk the eccentric because that's the most growth promoting part. Yes, it's growth promoting, but after a while, not even after a while, after like the first session, your muscles adapt. It's because you get something called the repeated bout effect. Basically, your body protects itself from further damage. It's harder to get past the repeated bout. What do you need to do? You need to do something that your body is unaccustomed to. Yes, everybody knows this. You're gonna get sore, you're gonna get muscle damage, and it's gonna repair and remodel, and it's gonna get harder and harder to get past that myonuclear domain size limit. So, what do? If you hit a plateau, say you're an intermediate lifter or advanced lifter, you start applying eccentric overload training. I've been doing that, and trust me, I have been making gains like I've never made, and I've only been doing it for 4 weeks, and I already noticed I'm a lot stronger. Not a lot stronger, but I'm stronger, and I have built more muscle. Just in 4 weeks. So, what I do is I pick a weight that I cannot lift for 1 rep on any lift. It could be a bicep curl. What I do cable curls. So, one arm I'll have cable, and I'll use my other arm to lift up the weight. And then I let go, and I just have that one arm lower it. The weight is probably 105, 110% of my max. So right now I'm doing 100 pounds on the single arm cable curl, and I use both arms to bring the weight up. For bench, you need a partner. You know, obviously you're gonna need someone. I'm doing 335 on my eccentric bench. So I lower it about 3-45 seconds, and then my partner helps me. He lifts it up, and we just keep repeating that. But to create muscle damage, yes, at first you could do like one set of this, and you're gonna get damaged, you're gonna get sore, you're gonna get DOMs. But if to continue, you're gonna have to do something astronomically harder to keep getting that, to keep getting DOMs, to keep getting muscle damage. And you know, my first couple of weeks, I had a problem where, like, I thought I was like destroying my muscle, and I wasn't sore, and I was like, shit, I didn't create enough muscle damage. So you know, you just have to keep going harder, heavier, and you have to do repeated reps, like pretty fast, like back to back. You can't do one like an eccentric rep and then like kind of like rest in between. You have to like keep going, and it fucking hurts, and it feels like your muscles are tearing, but you're gonna get DOMs. That's the goal. The goal is to get DOMs every week. You want to be sore for you want to get DOMs for 7 to 14 days. Now, you will stop being sore, like feeling soreness, maybe after 3 to 4 days, but you do not go to work. You don't go to training again. You don't start training again until because even after those 3 to 4 days, you have a couple more or a few more days of repair and remodeling. Even though you don't feel sore, the remodeling process is still happening. So yeah, it's gonna take 7 to 14 days. What I do, I train on Tuesday and Thursdays. So Tuesdays will be my legs, and Thursdays will be my upper body. And you want to train, you pretty much want to, idealistically, you want to train your whole body once, because let me tell you why. You don't want to separate push and pull. You want to do it together. I found when I do pull-ups, eccentric overload, I'll do 135 added pound. I'm 185 pounds, and I add 135 pounds. I jump to the top, and I just lower myself. But I repeatedly, you have to go fast. You have to jump up fast and then lower and then jump up. The next day I'll do push, but I found that after my pull-ups, going that heavy eccentrically, the long head of my triceps gets sore. So you kind of have to do it together. I do it all together. I usually stick between 3 to 5 sets of. I try to go 8 reps. 5 to 8 is fine. I found that damages your muscles pretty well, and it has to be super maximal loads. Just try it out. I don't know why anybody's doing this. It's a secret weapon for sure. It's a secret weapon. Even though I'm only training a muscle technically once a week, I go to the gym twice a week. I feel stronger. I am stronger. Like when I was doing standard training, concentric and eccentric, I was able to reach a max bench of, well, I didn't do max, but my top set was 315 for 4. I did bench again the other day. I haven't done it since 4 weeks ago. I was able to put 335, control the eccentric. It felt so light. I was like, whoa, this feels light. I paused it and I pressed it for about an RP of maybe 6 or 7. And it just felt easy. And I was like, oh shit, this is light. Even my pull-up strength got strong. I mean, all I do is the eccentric. And I was able to do a pull-up with an added 135. And I'm 185 pounds, so I was never able to do that. Well, that's with neutral grip as well. But yeah, that's just something that's really interesting. I've been studying this for about a month already, and it's like super interesting. I feel like I discovered fire pretty much. I don't know why nobody does this. I don't think anybody really understands how to do it, but that's what I found. So I'm gonna keep talking about this. I'm gonna make more videos about eccentric overload. So I'll see you next time. Peace.